Having just conquered another world, a strange command comes through on Bardock's scouter. All Saiyans are to return home to planet Vegeta immediately. Though some, like the young Prince Vegeta, might be arrogant enough to ignore this Imperial command, Bardock and his team aren't among them, so they rush home, anxious and wondering what exactly is going on. As they fly through the black of space, illuminated only briefly by the occasional star, a dark omen looms over them. When Team Bardock arrives to planet Vegeta, they are greeted by a planet far more bustling than usual. Rising from his space pod, Bardock asks to see if anyone knows why Frieza called them all back so suddenly. No luck. He continues home to his wife Guinea, who's happy to see him. As they talk, Bardock mentions how he has a strange feeling about the situation, to which Guinea responds that she wants to show him something really strange. The two go to see their son Kakarot, still in his incubation pod. Since he looks so healthy, Bardock asks what could be so strange about him. Guinea tells him to check his power level, but when Bardock aims the scouter in his direction, it's blank. It isn't that his power level is too high for the scouter to read, or even too low since the scouter can read power levels of 0. The scouter just goes blank, unable to even tell that Goku is there. Seeing his confusion, Guinea assures him it's not a malfunction on his part. I tried it with several scouters. None of them can tell me his power level. It's like they don't even know he's there. No, that can't be right. Unable to believe what he's seeing, he turns the scouter on Guinea, whom it reads without a problem, showing a power level of just over 1,000. Stumbling back in confusion, Bardock wonders what it could all mean. And just then, he remembers the old legends. Could it be that his son Kakarot is a Super Saiyan? Super Saiyan or not, Bardock has an eerie feeling about the entire situation. He's never trusted Frieza or his father, and the sudden call home didn't do them any favors. Wanting to save their son from the impending doom he senses, Bardock takes his space pod and prepares to launch him to another planet. Guinea contests the decision, but Bardock eventually wins her over, promising that if he's wrong, he'll go get Kakarot himself. Besides, they can't track him with their scouters. He'll be fine there, trust me. Between smiles and tears, they wave their son off on his own journey, hopeful that they're wrong, and we'll see him soon. No more than a few hours after he leaves the planet, Bardock's fears come all too true when Frieza, motivated by fear of the Super Saiyan and Super Saiyan God and given this suggestion by Lord Beerus, decides to destroy planet Vegeta entirely. Though Bardock fights valiantly against him, he's ultimately outmatched by the sheer destructive force that is Frieza. As the supernova incinerates him, Bardock greets death with a smile, knowing that though he and his planet are gone, his son lives on. Speeding towards a blue and green planet in a one-man pod, Bardock and Guinea's hope finds a new home, Earth. As Kakarot's pod enters the atmosphere, flames begin to creep up all around it, and soon enough it looks like a small comet, speeding steadily towards the ground below. Below lies Mount Paozu, a serene mountain valley teeming with all sorts of life. One bit of life here is Gohan, a solitary old man who lives alone in a small home on the mountain. Though he's never had a family, he does sometimes wish he had someone to keep him company. As he walks through the forest collecting vegetables for tonight's dinner, Gohan sees the comet above and marvels at it. Its colors are like nothing he's ever seen before. As it approaches the mountain below, the comet grows brighter, and soon enough it crashes right into the valley. The ground trembling all around, as if the forest itself has moved. Hurrying over to find the crash site, Gohan is excited. His imagination runs wild as he imagines just what he'll find. Maybe it's a rock of solid jade, or an asteroid made of pure gold. When he pulls back the last leaf standing between him and the crash site, he finds not a rock, but a spaceship. It's open, and inside sits the most mysterious young boy. Before moving forward, have you ever thought about the possibility of just chatting with your favorite anime character? Well, now you can. As a kid, I always had the dream of meeting guys like Goku and Vegeta, and now Dopple AI makes that dream come true. Through Dopple AI, you can actually have endless conversations with multiple Dragon Ball characters or belonging to other popular shows, including characters like Bulma, Cell, or Frieza. I was stunned by how realistic their responses were and how easy it was to lead the conversation to newer topics. I mean, can you imagine asking Vegeta what it is he loves so much about Bulma, or suggesting Goku to become a cook? Nevertheless, this is only the beginning since Dopple AI is working on incorporating a voice feature that will allow you to chat through voice notes. I'm already picturing myself trying to get Bulma mad and seeing how she reacts. And if you really are looking to try Dopple AI and all of its amazing features, you should also know that if you join the Discord community, you may stumble upon amazing giveaways like the chance to win $300 or even an Oculus Quest. I mean, fun, friends, and gifts all in one place? Now that sounds nice. If you want to have the Z-Fighters with you at any time, remember to check Dopple AI, because it certainly can give you incredible moments as a Dragon Ball fan. He's got armor and a tail, and he can't yet speak, but he can cry, and cry he does. Amid his tears, Gohan figures that this boy is the answer to all his wishes. Finally, he has a grandson. He decides to raise the mysterious young boy who fell from the sky. Raising him in his hands, he happily declares, "I'll name you Goku. Although, I'm a bit too old to be your father. I know, you can call me Grandpa. You like that?" Unfortunately for Gohan, Goku seems to have other plans. He's quite fierce, and soon enough begins to kick and fuss, and then poof, he's out of Gohan's arms and falling towards the waterfall below. Gohan tries to catch him, but to no avail. Off he goes. Goku's fall is stopped suddenly when he hits his head on a rock, silencing his whining and frightening his new grandfather. Gohan jumps down after him, grateful to find he's still alive. He puts Goku in his vegetable basket and carries him home, eager and unaware of just who he's carrying. Gohan, of course, is a good man, and a good grandfather to Goku. He trains him in martial arts and teaches him good manners. If you ever see a girl, treat her nice. Though Goku has never seen another human in his life, let alone a girl. Gohan teaches Goku everything he knows about the world. All the different plants and animals, how to fish and cook, and how to count and do basic math. Though Goku doesn't take too well to that last one. Finally, he shows Goku his most prized possession, the 4-star orb. Though neither one of them know about the Dragon Balls or their immense power, Gohan sees the orb as his unique treasure, one he found on this very mountain. He and Goku both treasure it greatly, having never seen anything else like it. One day, when the moon is full, Gohan and Goku are taking a midnight walk, something they don't normally do. At one point, Goku looks up at it and, transfixed by its light, transforms into a ghastly creature. His body becomes covered in red fur and his teeth sharpen like sickles. He grows and grows until he's as tall as a castle, and he keeps growing. He's become a giant senseless ape. Stricken with fear, Gohan can't even say a single word. Between Goku's roars, Gohan calls his name, but to no avail. The giant ape takes one look at him and tries to step on him. Thankfully, he dodges, and in doing so, he realizes the situation is hopeless. He runs and hides for the night, praying and hoping that this will all be over soon. His prayers are answered when the sun rises and Goku transforms back into his human form. He sleeps soundly, and as Gohan stands over him, he can't help but wonder just what that was. Whatever it was, he doesn't want it to happen again. So when Goku wakes up, Gohan tells him never to look at the full moon. Goku doesn't understand, but he listens anyway. "Okay, Grandpa." Unfortunately, after a few more years of peace, Goku would unwittingly break this rule, and the consequences would be severe. Waking up one day around midnight, he tiredly glances at the moon and begins to transform again. This time, Gohan isn't lucky enough to escape, and Goku tramples him to death, crushing their home in the process. When the sun comes up and Goku de-transforms, he sleeps again, waking up only to destruction and death. As he mourns the death of his grandfather, Goku looks around his shattered home and finds only one thing unbroken, the 4-star ball. After burying Gohan and rebuilding their home, Goku builds a shrine to him with his memento as its centerpiece. With this ball, his grandpa Gohan and his memory would live on forever. As Goku grows, life continues much the same. He keeps the 4-star ball in the shrine and lives off the land, fishing and hunting and foraging for meals, never forgetting his grandfather's lessons. He practices martial arts day in and day out, incorporating it into his daily life. One day, amidst his normal routine, something a bit out of the normal happens. A visitor arrives. She's a young girl, 16, and with bright blue hair. More than that, she's a genius. And with her newly invented dragon radar, she's come for the 4-star ball. Speeding down the road to Goku's home, she crashes into him on the way. And unfazed, Goku takes her to his home, showing kindness to girls like his grandpa taught him to. As they near Goku's home, the dragon radar hones in on the 4-star ball. When they finally get there, Bulma can hardly contain her excitement. As Goku excitedly tells his grandpa about their visitor, Bulma tells him all about the Dragon Balls and their wish-granting powers, showing off the two already in her possession. Playing off Goku's love for battle and eagerness to see the world, she recruits him on her journey, and soon enough, they're off to gather the remaining 4 Dragon Balls. Just like before, he meets the turtle hermit Roshi, who gives him the 3-star ball and Flying Nimbus as reward for helping his turtle. He then easily defeats Oolong and receives the 6-star ball from a village woman as a reward. Goku meets Chi-Chi amidst her home mountain constantly burning, and Roshi puts out the flame on Ox King's mountain by destroying the whole thing, earning the crew the 7-star ball. Seeing Roshi use the Kamehameha wave, Goku does the same, accidentally erasing a mountain range in the distance. As they enter Pilov's castle to retrieve the 5 Dragon Balls that Pilov's gang stole from them, Goku and company are imprisoned just like before, only this time Goku easily breaks out of the prison before Pilaf can gas them. Terrified of Goku's strength, Pilaf's gang tried to fight, but it's useless. Goku easily defeats them, terrifying the would-be Emperor into running away. As he runs, Pilaf is intercepted by Yamcha, who demands the 5 balls back. Additionally, Bulma wants the final ball as payback for the gang having stolen from them. Come on, you owe us. Giving in, Pilaf gives the final ball over to Goku and company, who don't know what to wish for. Bulma already has a crush on Yamcha, so she doesn't need to wish for a boyfriend. After considering it for a while, they decide to wish Ox King's mountain and castle back, minus the flames. But a problem arises when Shenlong is summoned. As Goku looks up at him, he sees the full moon and transforms into a great ape once again. As he rampages around, everyone screams in fear for their lives. Finally, Oolong screams at Shenlong, "Change Goku back!" At which point, Shenlong's eyes begin to glow. Energy surrounds him and Goku. Nothing happens at first. Goku is too powerful for Shenlong to force back into his human state. But, due to his knowledge of Saiyans from the Namekian Book of Legends, he knows that the full moon keeps them transformed. So, he plots it out for the night, causing Goku to revert, losing his size and horrible appearance.
Your wish is granted.
With that, the Dragon Balls turn to stone and scatter, and Goku, transformed back into a human, falls asleep. Bulma quickly wakes him up, the crew now knowing his terrifying secret. Having no memory of the event, Goku asks where the balls are, at which point, Bulma tells him they made a wish. Disappointed he missed it, Goku moves on rather quickly. Oh well, I gotta make sure to stay up and see it next time. The crew then go their separate ways, with Goku eagerly awaiting the return of the Dragon Balls, especially his grandfather's precious 4-star ball. Goku begins training with Roshi shortly after the events with Pilaf take place. Having seen the Kamehameha wave, he was eager to learn everything Roshi, the god of martial arts who taught his grandfather, had to offer. Like before, he partners up with Krillin, although he's far too strong to be Krillin's rival. He's even stronger than Master Roshi, but he doesn't know how to control his power very well. As Roshi teaches Goku and Krillin about Ki and all its uses, Goku catches on naturally. As Roshi watches his student quickly surpass him, he can only marvel at his progress. One day, he'll be the strongest fighter in the world. After several months of intense training, Roshi wants to see just how far his pupils have come, and he has the perfect way to do so. The 21st Tenkaichi Budokai is coming up, and all the strongest fighter in the world will be there. He urges Krillin and Goku to enter, and he secretly enters himself as Jackie Chun. Finally, he'll put the boys to the ultimate test and see if they're worthy to be called students of the Turtle School. Just like in the other timeline, the prelims are nothing to the Turtle School members and Jackie Chun. Goku beats the Behemoth Man with one finger, showing everyone just how strong he is and striking fear in all their hearts, all except a few. In the quarterfinals, Krillin faces Bacterian, almost being overwhelmed by his Herculean stench until Goku reminds him he doesn't have a nose. Yamcha is easily defeated by the disguised Roshi, and Nam makes short work of Ronfan. Goku's match versus Giran was close in the original timeline, but here he makes short work of him. As a result, his tail doesn't grow back. He doesn't need it though, as Nam is nothing compared to his godly power. After Roshi beats Krillin, he heads to the final match for a one-on-one showdown with his star pupil. "You look familiar," Goku says, entering his battle stance. "I get that a lot," returns Chun, praying he doesn't blow his cover. The stage is tense. Goku and Chun stare each other down intensely, neither wanting to make the first move. Small rocks start to float around them as power pours out from their bodies in invisible waves. Suddenly, Goku makes the first move. He jumps towards Chun and palms his chest, sending the old man flying. Chun bends down and uses all four limbs to stop himself, barely avoiding a ring out from the first hit. Goku appears right in front of him with a barrage of kicks and punches that would dizzy even the most seasoned fighter. Somehow, Chun manages to dodge them all, even at this distance, but he knows he's fighting a losing battle. He can't dodge forever, so he has to make a move. He jumps into the air and over Goku, hiding a smile. He's proud to see his student came this far. "Well, Goku, let's see how you handle this!" With those words, Chun throws off his clothes and powers up, his muscles swelling to Hulk-like proportions. "Hey, my Master Roshi can do that too," Goku laughs, undaunted. "Can your Master Roshi do this?" Chun asks, crossing his arms briefly before throwing out a bright green energy blast. Before Goku can dodge, the blast hits him directly, but he isn't hurt. He laughs. "Sorry, that blast was all show." But when he goes to attack, he finds he cannot move. "It wasn't meant to hurt you, just keep you still." Now this might hurt. He begins to form a bright blue-white orb in his hands, an orb that Goku instantly recognizes as his master's Saiyan Kamehameha. By this point, Goku is struggling to break Roshi's paralysis, but the technique is too strong. As he struggles, red chi begins to shoot out from all around him, and soon Goku manages to move a single inch. "It was fun fighting you. You really are something special." With those words, Roshi lets off a max power Kamehameha. The crowd goes wild, unable to contain their excitement at this legendary battle. As the blue-white wave roars towards him, Goku puts his all into breaking out of the paralysis technique. Right before the wave can hit Goku and finish him off, an explosion of red, fiery chi lights the stadium up. Neither Chun nor the announcer nor any of the spectators can believe what they are seeing. Right when it all seemed over, the blast just disappeared. At the edge of the ring stands Goku, unfazed and sporting bright red hair. He laughs at Chun, taunting his technique. "I told ya it was all for show." Goku begins to form his own Kamehameha, and instantly, entire sections of the arena are torn apart, rising into the air like dust in the wind. It feels like the entire earth is shaking as Goku utters those few syllables. But before he can get to the final "ha," Chun forfeits, stepping out of the ring to avoid being hit by the gargantuan blast. The audience erupts. Krillin and the others rush to the stage to congratulate Goku, who just laughs, happy to be the World Martial Arts Champion. His hair fades back to black as he calms down, and his fire-like aura disappears. With the prize money, Goku takes his friends and Roshi out to dinner, where he tells Roshi all about the mysterious fighter he met who used his technique. In between all the talking, Goku somehow manages to eat up all 500,000 zeni he won at the tournament. Sometime after the tournament, Goku decides to track down the Dragon Balls, especially his treasured 4-star. At the same time, a new force is on the rise, searching for the Dragon Balls so they can rule the world. They're the Red Ribbon Army, and they'll use whatever despicable means they need to achieve their goals. Though they were vicious foes in the original timeline, the Red Ribbon Army are pushovers to the godly powered Goku. After he gets the Dragon Ball from the jungle, and the Colonel temporarily blows up his flying Nimbus, Goku easily beats Colonel Silver. Goku then saves Jingle Village from the army's clutches, making a friend of Android 8 in the process. General Blue is easily defeated when he pursues Goku and company in an underground cave, with Goku shrugging off his telekinesis. "That won't work on me," he yells, defeating Blue with a single kick. Unconscious, Blue is crushed by the cave as it tumbles down around him, but he manages to come back, leading to the fight in Penguin Village where we see Aurel and other characters from Dr. Slump. Though Aurel sends him flying before Goku can deal with him, General Blue manages to take Goku's Dragon Radar, prompting Turbo Norimaki to make a second one. With this, Goku and company continue their journey, as do the Red Ribbon Army. Their entangled journey leads both parties to the sacred land of Korin, where a recent volcano eruption has deposited the 4-star Dragon Ball. When the Red Ribbon Army shows up, they are resisted by a boy named Upa and his father Bora, who manages to beat the soldiers back in a display of incredible strength. However, the army takes Upa, who's just 5 years old, as a hostage. Thankfully, Goku shows up and saves him, earning Bora's gratitude and the 4-star Dragon Ball in the process. The joyful scene is cut short, however, when a new foe suddenly appears in the sky riding on a stone pillar. As the pillar slams into the ground below, the legendary mercenary Tao steps forward, hired by the RRA to kill Goku and retrieve the Dragon Balls. He's no joke either. After all, he killed General Blue with a single touch of his tongue. Bora tries to fight him, but he is easily overwhelmed and killed by the ruthless assassin, enraging Goku to no end. As Goku's rage bubbles over, the same red chi from earlier spills out, and he goes to fight Tao, determined to avenge Upa's father. Tao, cocky as always, does not think Goku will be a challenge, but he's quickly overwhelmed by the vengeful Saiyan. Though he tries with all his might, Tao can't land a single hit. Damn you! Stop dodging! Okay. Before Tao can even process what he said, Goku ducks his punch and delivers a heavy hit to his stomach, instantly making him double over in pain and walk back slowly, clutching his stomach all the while. Before he can recover from the first hit, Goku walks up to Tao with the same cold determination and raises his arm straight up in the air. Before Tao can even speak, Goku brings his arm down almost too quickly to be seen, elbowing Tao in the back of the head with the force of an avalanche. Tao tries to get up, stumbling as he tries to stand. Goku, smiling, tells Tao that was for Bora. Tao grimaces and shoots a Dodon Ray at Goku, who simply moves to the side, dodging it like it was nothing. Goku tells Tao it's over and that he should give up and apologize now. But Tao, proud as ever, has no intention to do so. He throws a grenade at Upa, hoping to escape in the ensuing confusion, but Goku gets to Upa first and smacks the grenade away, right into Tao's path. Goku leaves Tao for dead, but he survives, escaping to fight another day. Goku plans to head off and finish the RRA, but Upa tells him to wait. He's incredible, but fighting an entire army is no small task. Before he goes, Goku should be as ready as possible. So, Upa tells Goku about the legend of Korin's Tower, urging him to climb it and gain even more power. Goku does, reaching Korin in less than a day. There, he trains with Korin, learning to control his power better, increasing his strength and learning about the Senzu Beans. As he trains, his tail regrows mysteriously. With this new knowledge, he heads off to finish his quest and revive Bora. The rest of the army is child's play to Goku, who uses his newfound power to fly through battalion after battalion all the way until he faces Staff Officer Black. He easily wins against the army and takes their Dragon Balls. Now he only needs one more to be able to wish Upa's father back to life, but for some reason, it doesn't show up on the Dragon radar. Needing one more Dragon Ball, Roshi takes the gang, including Upa, to his sister Baba, whose fortune-telling prowess may prove helpful. However, her services are too expensive, so Goku and the gang must beat her fighters in tournament, and only then will she tell them the final ball's location. As before, the gang fight their way through the mysterious warriors, each with their own gimmick, like Fangs the Vampire or See-Through the Invisible Man. Finally, Goku takes the stage after Bandages the Mummy beats Yamcha. Goku beats him with a single punch, going on to face Spike, the Devil Man, and his fearsome Devil Might Beam. Spike is sure he will win, as the beam amplifies the evil within a person's heart till their heart explodes, killing even the strongest opponents. However, to his shock, Goku is completely pure of heart, surviving the beam like nothing and defeating Spike with ease. Finally, Goku comes face to face with the last warrior, the mysterious man wearing a fox mask. The man is a fighting genius and even knows the Kamehameha, but he simply can't keep up with Goku's overwhelming strength and speed. That is, until he grabs his tail. Instantly, Goku, who was before beating the masked man handily, is losing. As Gohan beats him relentlessly, he asks if this is all Goku can do. Ripping off his tail accidentally and throwing him to the edge of the ring, he says, "I thought you would have outgrown this weakness by now." Suddenly, Goku realizes what Roshi had already seen. The man behind the mask was Gohan, Goku's grandfather. With no more reason to hide, he takes off the mask, embracing his grandson and explaining all about Otherworld and how he was able to come back for a day thanks to Baba's powers. Surrendering, Gohan returns to Otherworld happily, leaving Goku the victor and prompting Baba to locate the final ball. Using her powers, she finds it. It's in a radar-proof box under the watch of Emperor Pilaf. Goku tracks down the final ball and wins it from Pilaf and his gang in a winner-take-all match for the Dragon Balls. Finally, having all 7 balls, he revives Bora and catches the 4-star Dragon Ball before it can scatter. Taking Roshi's advice, he travels the world without his flying Nimbus, eager to take on the challenges that lie in wait as a form of training. He returns 3 years later, ready to defend his title at the 22nd Tenkaichi Budokai. After 3 years of training, Goku and the others reunite for another tournament, eager to prove their might. Jackie Chun is back too, vowing to defeat Goku this time around, but Goku just laughs and says, "I don't think so." Amidst their exchange, new opponents arrive, Tien Shenhan and Chiaotzu, students of Roshi's peer, Master Shen. Determined to prove that their Kane school is superior to the Turtle School, the two are cold assassins with incredible power. Tien beats Yamcha effortlessly, breaking his leg in response to insults the two exchanged before their match. Goku faces King Choppa, a previous champion himself, and crushes him without any difficulty. The Crane and Turtle Skulls continue to dominate the tournament, with Roshi facing off against Tien Shenhan in the semifinals. As he fights, he urges Tien to leave the darkness he learned from Master Shen behind before forfeiting. Through his actions, a change begins to manifest in Tien. Finally, the final match brings Goku and Tien Shenhan head-to-head. Tien is strong, and his powers are as strange as his three-eyed appearance. He even gives Goku a bit of a struggle, showcasing wild techniques such as growing extra arms and making clones of himself. But ultimately, they don't work against the stronger, faster Goku. Though Chiaotzu tries to cheat for him, Tien stops him. Master Shen tells Tien to kill Goku, but Tien refuses, giving up his former life as an assassin. Enraged, Master Shen tells Chiaotzu to kill them both, but he too denies the hermit. Tired of the evil master, Roshi blasts him out of the tournament grounds, leaving Tien free to focus on the match. After a bit more time fighting a losing battle, Tien Shenhan jumps up in the air, cupping his hands together and aiming them towards the ring. Roshi is nervous, knowing the technique that Tien plans to use. As Goku's friends ask him exactly what Tien's going to do, he explains, "It's the Kikoho, a wave that converts a person's life force to energy. It's extremely potent, even more than the Kamehameha, and using it can kill both the user and their opponent." Sweating nervously, all they can do is watch as Goku jumps towards Tien, ready to finish the match. "Gotcha! Kikoho!" Tien fires his attack, not at Goku, but at the ring below, completely blowing away the tournament grounds. Shocked at what he's seeing, Goku is caught off guard by a solar flare from Tien that completely blinds him, at which point a strong, swift shot from Tien sends him flying towards the ground below. As Goku crashes into the tournament crowd, Tien lands behind him, smiling smugly. Goku stands up to continue fighting, but the announcer calls the match. And the winner by ring out, your new world champion, is the Crane School's Tien Shenhan. As the crowd erupts, Goku's friends rush over to see if he's alright. Tien and Chiaotzu come over to gloat, but Goku is unbothered. "You got me, but I'll get you next time for sure." "I doubt it," Tien says, walking off smugly. Before he can leave, however, he turns around smiling. He offers to take the Turtle School out to dinner, thankful to them for the great day. "I'll always say yes to food," Goku says, preparing to go to the restaurant. As they are leaving, he remembers that he left his things at the tournament grounds. Krillin offers to get them and catch up, sending the others off ahead of him. At the restaurant, Goku surprisingly has no appetite. He's worried about Krillin, who, for some reason, still hasn't caught up with them. Rushing back to the tournament grounds, he finds Krillin dead, killed by a mysterious demon. And it turns out the demon who killed him took the 4-star Dragon Ball and the list of Tenkaichi Budokai's competitors. As Goku takes the Dragon Radar to track down Krillin's killer, Roshi sees the paper left behind by the creature, marked with its bone-chilling insignia. The demon, he explains, belongs to King Piccolo's Demon Clan, a fearsome clan who terrorized the world hundreds of years ago. Their power was too much for Roshi, Shen, and their master Mutaito, the latter of which used his entire life force sealing King Piccolo with the Mafuba. Roshi isn't just terrified at their recent emergence, but also confused. How can he be back? I threw the rice cooker he was contained in to the bottom of the ocean. It turns out Pilaf released the demon, hoping to use its power to defeat Goku, ambitious as ever to conquer the world. Demon King Piccolo instead says he will use the Dragon Balls to restore his youth, at which point he will conquer the world, kill Goku and all the other World Tournament competitors whom he sees as threats, and give Pilaf 1/5 of the world to rule. When Goku finds Krillin's killer, Tambourine, he defeats him easily, killing him with the Kamehameha. Angry, Piccolo sends another son to handle him. Symbol. Before Symbol can even get to him though, he comes across Yajirobe and tries to take the Dragon Balls in his possession. Yajirobe kills him without much difficulty and continues on his day, stumbling into Goku by chance. Angry that he's lost 2 sons, Piccolo decides to handle the 2 fighters himself. Goku, tired from a full day of fighting, can't keep up with the old Demon King. Piccolo beats him viciously to the point where he can't even stand. Remembering his sons, he tortures Goku, breaking both of his legs and one of his arms with rocks. Yajirobe, who had bonded with Goku earlier, tries to help, but Piccolo swats him like a fly, blasting him to finish him off as Goku begs him to show mercy. Seeing Yajirobe near death, the Demon King laughs and prepares another blast. Just then, the ground begins to rumble, and Goku begins to stand, red chi emanating from him again, and his injuries healing right before Piccolo's eyes. What's this? He says, flying into the air. He prepares a demon wave to take Goku out. With a mighty roar, Goku cocks back his fist, red fiery chi shooting out flames all around it. Take this! Piccolo yells, sending a giant yellow blast right at Goku. Unafraid, Goku jumps directly into the blast, punching through it and right through Piccolo's chest. As Goku falls, he looks back at the dying villain. He coughs up an egg. In it, his reincarnated son, and gives him his dying wish. Grow up strong. Defeat Goku and conquer the world. Never let the evil in you die, and never, ever forget who you are. Having given his son his last words, King Piccolo dies. As Goku lands below, he finds Yajirobe, barely breathing. He calls the Flying Nimbus and takes him to Korin's tower. There, he asks Korin for a Senzu Bean, which he feeds to Yajirobe, healing him instantly. Grateful to them both, Yajirobe ends up staying at the tower as Korin's servant. Before Goku can leave, a shocking visitor arrives. Piccolo, he yells, ready to fight. No, Goku, this is Kami. Kami? Finally, Kami speaks. You've done well for yourself, Goku. You even managed to defeat my evil other half. I can't thank you enough for that. Tell me, is there anything I can do for you? If you're his other half, are you strong like he was? Stronger, actually. Much stronger. No way! Well, if you want to repay me, how's about training me? That seems like a fine idea. Three years after the fight with Piccolo, Goku reappears, as do the rest of the crew. They're all eager to fight in the tournament and win the title of the world's strongest fighter. When the rest of the crew see Goku again, they hardly recognize him. He's way taller than before. The tournament goes much the same as in the regular timeline, with Kami competing and losing to Ma Jr., and Tien, though far stronger than before, being utterly overwhelmed by Goku's newfound power. Goku eventually faces Chi-Chi, reaffirming his promise to marry her after the tournament. When the final match comes, Ma Jr. reveals who he really is and why he's there. He's the Demon King Piccolo's reincarnation, and he's there to take revenge on Goku. Goku is unfazed though, and simply responds, "Come at me with all you've got." Just like before, he fights Piccolo to a standstill. Neither fighter stronger than the other. However, just when things seem dead, Goku reveals he's got an ace up his sleeve. Sorry to say it, Piccolo, but you'll never beat me. If I were you, I would forfeit the match now. Ha! Please save me your jokes, Goku. Like I'm going anywhere. The only way I'm leaving the ring is with your head in my hands. Okay, but don't say I didn't warn you. With that, Goku lets out a powerful scream and begins to power up. Red flames shoot out all around him, and his hair turns bright red. Roshi's mind instantly jumps back to that first tournament years ago. It's the same as before, he mutters to himself. What's this? Piccolo asks himself in a hushed tone. When Goku finishes, he's slimmer, and his eyes and hair have turned completely red. He doesn't know it, but he's become a Super Saiyan God. This is the result of my training with Kami. Pretty neat, huh? Whatever. A new hair color isn't gonna beat me, Piccolo yells, rocketing towards Goku. It's not too late to quit. Give up your evil ways and live peacefully. I would rather die. And continues attacking Goku. He dodges every blow effortlessly. It's as if Piccolo's attacks are just going through him. Finally, with one glance, he stops Piccolo dead in his tracks. He lifts his bald fist and points it toward him, planning an attack. Piccolo tries desperately to move, but it's no use. With one flick of his finger, Goku sends Piccolo flying out of the ring, destroying much of the ground behind him. It's a clear ring out, but Piccolo doesn't care. He stands up and launches a full-power demon wave at Goku, who simply nullifies it with one hand. With a simple ki, Goku knocks Piccolo unconscious, leaving him there and winning the tournament in style. After the tournament, all of Goku's friends and even past rivals like Tien are awed at his power. Amidst the praise, Chi-Chi pulls him away, eager to get married as soon as possible. Taking the prize money and wishing his friends a fond farewell, he and Chi-Chi fly off together to begin their new life. Meanwhile, rivals like Tien, Krillin, and Piccolo keep training, more aware than ever of the gap between them and Goku. 5 years go by without any commotion. Goku has a son now, and he's named Gohan in honor of Goku's grandfather. Goku is training as always, constantly getting stronger and stronger. One day, a new threat approaches to break the peace. His name is Raditz, and he's Goku's big brother. He wants Goku to join his crew of space pirates, but first he's got to find him. His scouter can't locate him, so he's got to get creative. Landing in a populated city, he raises his hand and boom, the city's gone. As hundreds of thousands of people lose their lives, the news reaches Goku and company quickly. Hopping on flying Nimbus, he rushes to the scene where his brother greets him with a smile. Ah, it's been so long, brother. A look of shock appears on Goku's face, and he can barely find the words to respond. But, brother, what are you talking about? Raditz inches closer, walking menacingly towards his younger brother. His scouter is aimed right at Goku, but it isn't reading any power level. I was wondering why I couldn't find you earlier. I guess being on this backwater planet has made you weak. What do you mean? Who are you? I'm your brother, Kakarot. Don't you remember? My name ain't Kakarot, it's Goku, and I don't have a brother. Oh please, you're not from here. You were sent here as a child to conquer this planet, but it seems like you forgot all about your mission. We're Saiyans, Kakarot, the most fearsome warriors in the universe. Goku is instantly caught up in wonder. Could he really be an alien? It would explain why he was so much stronger than the others. And another thing, Kakarot. Where's your tail? Don't tell me these fools took it off. No wonder you haven't conquered this planet. Looking now at his waist, Goku noticed Raditz's tail. It was just like his. Look, I don't know what your game is, but I ain't no pirate. I ain't conquering nothing, and I don't appreciate you killing all these people. Oh, how soft you've become, brother. I suppose time will fix that. Come, let's start fixing you now. Kill the rest of these people on this planet and you can join me. I said no, Goku yells, his anger flaring. Wrong answer, Raditz yells, lunging to knee Goku in the stomach. Goku catches his knee with one hand and holds it with an iron grip. Though he struggles with all his might, Raditz can't seem to break free. Goku throws Raditz across the street with a simple push and tells him to leave the planet. Unwilling to believe Goku is stronger than him, Raditz charges Goku again, this time felled with a single chop to the back of the head. Thanks to you, I need to get the Dragon Balls to revive these guys. You should leave this planet and never come back. Seeing the gap between them, Raditz gets in his space pod and leaves Earth, seeking reinforcements. Months later, he arrives at an unknown planet, where two more Saiyans eat the corpses of fallen enemies. They are the General Nappa and the super elite Prince Vegeta. You were beaten by that trash? Puh, pitiful. But what were those Dragon Balls he mentioned? I don't know. I suppose they are objects that can bring people back to life though, judging by what he said. If they can do that, maybe they can make us immortal, or even bring back all the Saiyans. I suppose it's worth investigating. Get the ships ready, we're going to Earth. A few months later, Raditz returns to Earth, this time with friends. The offer to join us is revoked, but if you tell us where the Dragon Balls are and how they work, we might let you in. I thought I told you to never come back here. Don't think you can command me, trash. I am the Prince of all Saiyans, including ignorant commoners like yourself. If you don't tell me where the Dragon Balls are now, I'll kill you on the spot. Getting into his fighting pose, Goku readies to take on 3 warriors in front of him. They attack him all at once, but neither one can land a single hit. Raditz is taken out with a single attack again, and one heavy blow to the stomach puts Nappa out of commission. Shocked at the power Goku's displaying, Vegeta powers up and prepares for the fight of his life. Unfortunately, it isn't enough, and Goku dominates the fight the entire time. Angry, Vegeta flies into the air and prepares a Gallic gun to blow away the planet. Goku counters with a Kamehameha of his own, which sends the Saiyan Prince into orbit. As he comes down, frothing with rage, Vegeta declares the fight isn't over yet and throws an artificial moon into the sky. Gloating that his victory is assured, he begins to transform into a giant ape. And so do Raditz and Nappa, who by this point were just waking up. Faced with 3 giant monsters, Goku finds himself cornered, and he's forced to transform again. Suddenly, a blue light surrounds him, and he emerges again in his red-haired form. The Saiyans stumble back in fear, having never seen anything like this. What is he? Nappa asks, unable to understand what's happening. It doesn't matter, just kill him, Vegeta commands, firing an energy wave from his mouth straight at Goku. And their threefold attack combines into a giant pink energy wave. The wave is fierce. It could blow away entire planets as easily as the wind blows away leaves from dying trees. But Goku stands still, unimpressed. Reaching out his hand, he stopped the wave in his tracks, causing a huge explosion. Emerging from the cloud of smoke unharmed, he folds his arm backwards, preparing an attack of his own. Ka-me? The Saiyans tremble in fear. They had never seen a being like this. Ha-me? Vegeta, you don't think he's the Super Saiyan, do you? Of course not. If anyone's a Super Saiyan, it's me. Ha! Goku lets off an awesome blue beam as wide as a mountain. The 3 Saiyans fire another blast to try to counter it, but their blasts pale in comparison and are blotted out, absorbed by the monster's Kamehameha headed their way. When it hits, the 3 instantly de-transform, and only Vegeta is left conscious, but barely. I held back just enough to keep you all from dying. Now please, leave this planet and don't come back. Ashamed at himself for having been thrashed so one-sidedly, Vegeta takes his comrades and leaves, vowing to get revenge. After the Saiyans leave, a visitor arrives for Goku. It's Mr. Popo, and he says Kami wants to see him. He takes Goku to the lookout where Kami fills him in about King Kai. That guy sounds cool, but why does he want to see me? Goku asks. I don't know, but he said it's urgent. I'll take you to the check-in station, but you'll have to cross the impossibly long Snake Way by yourself. That's fine, let's do it. With that, Goku goes to King Kai, crossing Snake Way in less than an hour in his red-haired form. When he meets King Kai, the god is thoroughly impressed. Normally, people don't get to train with me, but since it's important, I'll make an exception. What's so important about training me? Remember those Saiyans you fought? They work for a guy named Frieza, and right now he's headed to Earth. He's a galactic tyrant whose cruelty knows no bounds. He'll kill his own comrades just for disappointing him, and worst of all, he's strong like no one you've ever met. I honestly didn't think any mortal could beat him until I saw what you did to the Saiyans. But if you're gonna fight Frieza, I want to make sure you're prepared. Believe me, you'll be doing us both a favor if you take that sucker out. Okay, but if he's headed to Earth, how long do we have to train? And why's he coming anyway? By my estimation, a month. And he's coming because he heard about the Dragon Balls when he listened in on the Saiyans. My guess is he wants to become immortal and rule the universe forever. Well then, I'll just have to beat him first. Let's get started. A month later, Goku appears on Earth, stronger than ever. And sporting a few new techniques too. He doesn't think he'll need to use them though, as his power is through the roof. Landing on Earth, Frieza sends his lackeys out to retrieve the Dragon Balls, but they're suddenly stopped by men flying in at incredible speeds. Zarbon, handle it. Yes, my lord. Goku stops in front of the ship and tells Frieza to go home. Oh? Is my name even known in these backwater locations? I'm too flattered. He laughs. Trust me, I know a lot about you. Like the fact you can't win against me. You should just go home. A monkey with a sense of humor. Pray tell, Dodoria, what is this circus animal's power level? Like the others, Dodoria's scouter can't read Goku's power. His smile fading. No matter. Zarbon, Dodoria, send this monkey to hell with the rest of his species. Zarbon and Dodoria attack, but they're far too slow and weak. With just a glance of his eyes, Goku knocks the two unconscious, sending them crashing down to the ground below. I do say, mumbles Frieza. Curious and excited, Frieza rises from his chair. I suppose I shall have to kill you myself then. Poor fool. This will be fun for me, but I doubt you'll have the same experience. Frieza attacks, but Goku dodges. Another swing, another dodge, a kick, dodge. It's as if Goku is reading Frieza's movements before he can make them. Frieza throws a punch, but Goku blocks and counters with a palm of his own, sending the tyrant crashing into his ship. Frieza rises, angered but amused. Goku is surprised to see him smiling and asks what he's smiling about. It's not every day I get to stretch my legs like this. I told you, this will be fun. Frieza begins to power up, transforming into his second form and surprising Goku. Judging by that look on your face, I can tell you didn't expect this. Trust me, the difference in power is as drastic as it looks. Here's a taste. Frieza shoots a huge pink energy blast towards Goku, who appears like a dot inside the massive wave. However, when the smoke clears, Goku is unfazed. That all you got? Angry, Frieza powers up again, transforming into his grotesque third form. Your power hasn't gone up a bit. Now that's what I'm talking about. I warn you, Saiyan, my power gets a bit unwieldy in this state. Even I can barely control it, Frieza says, launching a blast at Goku that, even though it's blocked, destroys the city behind him. See? I told you, he says with a smile. This, but you're something else. So, you leave me no choice. With that, begins to power up, blue light enveloping him like before. When he's done, his hair is red and his body slim. He's a Super Saiyan god. Frieza, terrified, wonders what he's seeing. It's clearly different from Kaioken, but it's not something he's seen Saiyans do before. I got rid of Planet Vegeta specifically to avoid any Super Saiyans. Don't tell me I've got one standing before me. Get ready, Goku said, assuming a fighting stance. Immediately, he was in Frieza's face, and a strong gut punch made the tyrant fall to his knees. Standing up, Frieza jumps back, terrified and in disbelief. That was a fluke, he yells, sending a flurry of death beams at Goku. As Goku simply walks through them, Frieza gets madder and madder, eventually jumping in the air and powering up to full strength himself. Goku smiles, declaring that no matter how much Frieza powers up, it won't be enough. I'm on a completely different level now. You can never catch up to me. His muscles swollen, Frieza charges at Goku, but to no avail. Every attack the tyrant makes is ineffective, and not a single one lands. On the other hand, mere taps from Goku are making Frieza double over in pain. Realizing the fight is hopeless, Frieza floats up in the air again and forms a death ball. He throws the attack towards Earth itself, hoping to take out Goku with it. But Goku intercepts the blast, turning it back on Frieza, who is disintegrated by his own attack. With the tyrant dead, Goku breathes a sigh of relief and de-transforms. Once again, the Earth is saved. Following the death of Frieza, Goku continues training on Earth. Having seen that guys like that exist, Goku wants to get as strong as possible in case someone even stronger shows up. He has Bulma make him a gravity machine to train, and soon enough, 100 times Earth gravity is his norm. A few threats pop up, but they're nothing serious. Vegeta returns for revenge, but he's dealt with even more easily than before, leaving to space for good and taking Frieza's place as Emperor of the Universe. His fight with Goku having made him more than powerful enough to beat King Cold. Since Trunks isn't born in this timeline, future Bulma herself comes back in time and gives Goku the heart medicine he needs to protect himself, and tells him about the androids who, due to Jiro not being able to build machines on the level of gods, are easily defeated. Majin Buu was never born as Goku blows Dabura away with little effort. Piccolo, though still evil, knows he can't beat Goku, and stays secluded in the wilderness. After all these small threats, Goku feared he was getting too strong, and that he would never face a real challenge again. One day, after Goku defeats Dabura, an old, powerful god wakes up on a faraway planet. He's Beerus, the god of destruction, and his power is unfathomable. With a mere tap of his finger, he can erase planets from existence. When he wakes up, he inquires to his assistant Whis how Frieza's doing, half joking that he might kill him himself. "I'm afraid you've missed the opportunity, my lord. A Saiyan named Goku has already killed Frieza." "How's that? A Saiyan defeated Frieza?" "That's right, my lord," Whis responds, tapping his staff on the ground and producing a video of the event. "Red hair. Isn't Saiyan hair black?" "His hair is black normally, lord, but it turns red when he transforms. The change might not look like much, but his power increases dramatically." "Interesting. Come with me, Whis. I want to confirm something." Walking through the lush park on his planet, Beerus arrives to the Oracle Fish, whom he asks about the Super Saiyan God. Though he barely remembers any such prophecy, the Oracle Fish confirms that a Super Saiyan God who can challenge Beerus is due any day. Excited, he demands Whis to take him to the red-haired Saiyan now. "As you wish, my lord. This Saiyan is about 37 minutes away on a planet called Earth. Grab on." The pair take off in a flash of blinding lights, and as they do, the universe itself trembles. Sensing Beerus' immense power heading towards Earth, Goku is both terrified and excited. He can't believe someone this strong exists, but why is he headed for Earth? When Beerus arrives, Goku is at Bulma's birthday party, stopping by to eat some food. He brought his family with him to enjoy the day and celebrate together. Amid the festivities, a purple cat and his tall blue attendant suddenly appear in the middle of the party. "You're Goku?" asks Beerus. "Yeah, who wants to know?" "Fool, is that really how you address the God of Destruction?" "God of Destruction? I suppose you don't know. In this world there are gods who create and sustain life, like the Kais you've met before. And then there's me, a god who destroys. We're two sides of the same coin, and if I so choose, you, Earth, and everyone on it will be annihilated in an instant." Everyone at the party is instantly nervous. Goku's strong, but can he fight a being like this? "I didn't come here to destroy anything today. However, I only came to fight." "You want to fight?" "That's right. I've heard all about you, Mr. Super Saiyan God. Now hurry up and come at me. Fight me with everything you've got." "Well, here goes then." Goku shoots forward at Beerus, who dodges easily. He launches a barrage of punches and kicks, but nothing's landing. "Is this really all you've got? Don't hold back on me. If you lose, I'll destroy Earth." Goku's eyes open wide. Suddenly, he's playing for keeps. "I guess I can't afford to go easy then." "Fine, you asked for it." As Goku powers up, the Earth itself begins to shake. Red flames and blue streaks of lightning shoot out from his body alongside hurricane-force winds. The partygoers can barely look in his direction as he assumes his godly form. Suddenly, all the intensity stops, and there is only calm. Goku's become a Super Saiyan God once again. Smiling, Beerus beckons him forward. Now this is a god. The two clash again, and the most incredible battle in the history of the universe ensues. The fight takes the two through forest, desert, caves, and finally into space, causing untold destruction in their wake. After beating and exchanging blows in the sky for a while, the two fly high into the atmosphere. Goku uses the teleportation technique he learned from the Supreme Kai to find Beerus wide open and launches a giant Kamehameha, one bigger and more powerful than any he's ever launched before. On the ground, it looks like a blue sun has just appeared in the sky. Beerus isn't scared, however. Quite the opposite. He takes the gargantuan blast and, smiling wryly, returns an even bigger blast of his own. Try this on for size, Super Saiyan God. Its orange-red glow is sinister, and Goku knows that if it hits the earth, everyone's doomed. Summoning all his strength, he lets out a mighty yell and absorbs the blast. Nullifying it and leaving himself completely drained of energy. As Goku admits defeat, Beerus asks, surprised, "What was that?" To be honest, I don't even know. Thanking him for the battle, Beerus tells Goku that he's the second strongest fighter he's ever fought. Second strongest? Pointing behind him, Beerus tells Goku all about Whis and the other universes. With a laugh, Goku collapsed, excited and scared at the prospect of even stronger fighters. Catching him, the God of Destruction carries him back to Earth. As they land, everyone is shocked to see Goku defeated for the first time in his life. "A deal's a deal," Beerus says, readying a blast. Everyone tenses up, preparing themselves for their inevitable doom. When suddenly, Beerus blasts a small rock and declares that he kept his promise. "Earth has been destroyed." "Thanks, Lord Beerus." "The thanks are all mine. I had a good time fighting you today. I would hate to see you just die like that." As Beerus leaves, Goku jokes to Bulma that maybe they should have gotten Beerus to destroy her wrinkles as a birthday present, earning him a slap that even the God of Destruction would envy.